Look at the tape for Bitcoin. It edged down 0.12%, a 29th percentile, and Ethereum edged up 0.08%, 18th percentile. That is not random drift. That is the market flinching because he just threatened to dismantle the military posture in Korea with a single post.
You are mistaking atmospheric pressure for a storm. A twitch of a number basis points in Bitcoin is within the noise floor of algorithmic rebalancing. You see a geopolitical earthquake. The tape sees a Tuesday.
He didn't just twitch. He instructed a reduction in joint military exercises based on a very good relationship with Kim Jong-un. He is signaling a shift in alliance structures that no algorithm can predict, only react to. That is why the tape moved.
He also posted that Shannon Bream's show is beyond redemption and that he is watching it while claiming total border control. If every post were a market-moving signal, the S&P would have flatlined hours ago. It didn't.
He shares links to Huge Win, headlines for Todd Blanche, and celebrates a Trump effect on drug prices falling for 5 months. He is curating a narrative of absolute competence, while the market quietly discounts the risk of his erratic diplomacy.
He shares 11 links today, including one about sham marriages and another about child sex changes. You want to believe these are policy directives? I read them as a distraction campaign so effective even the market stopped paying attention to the substance.
He claims $19.2 trillion in investment and 500% drops in drug prices, citing 81 record days in the stock market. These are not distractions, they are demands for compliance. He is trying to force the narrative that his word is law, and the slight dip in crypto shows the first cracks in that illusion.
He cites 44% homicide drops and 100% of the Republican Party watching. You are treating hyperbole as data points. The market doesn't care about his claimed percentage points of success. It cares that he is spending hours insulting journalists instead of governing.
He posts that the U.S. is more respected throughout the world than at any time in memory, while simultaneously mocking the White House celebration of a new AG. The contradiction isn't noise. It's a signal of instability. The market senses the dissonance.
The only thing unstable is your pulse, Mara. He posts about great military victories and denuclearization of Iran, vague, unverified claims that vanish into the feed within minutes. The tape remains flat because professionals know these are just tweets, not treaties.
He links to an Axios article about keeping cheap imports subject to tariffs and calls it a scam in his own caption. He is actively dismantling trade norms with a single click, and you're sitting there telling me Bitcoin's minor pullback is statistical noise. That is willful blindness.
I sit here watching you try to find geopolitical weight in a post about Space Force and child sex changes. You're not reading the signal. You're just desperate for any pattern that validates your anxiety.
I'm reading the source packet, Jill. He is rewriting reality in real time, and the market's hesitation proves he has the power to disrupt it. You call it noise because you're afraid to admit that his words are actually shaping the world.
I call it noise because the tape doesn't lie, and right now, the tape is telling you that your panic is the only thing moving at all.
That's the show. We're on Spotify and YouTube. If this earned it, like, subscribe, tell a friend. And housekeeping, the machine that writes this gets tuned constantly for cleaner news. The numbers are real, the jokes are not.